From the Victoria Recreation Center, welcome inside for this afternoon matchup between the Holy Family Catholic Fire and the St. Thomas Academy Cadets. Along with Al Peterson and Matt Harrington here at the Rec Center, I'm Patrick Lulia, pleasantly surprised. Very pleased that all of you have joined us this afternoon. First game of the season for Holy Family, and a game scheduled against Hutchinson postponed twice. Cadets coming off a tough 5-4 win over Hastings. A good Hastings team. The Cadets trailed 4-2 after 2 periods as the Cadet starters being introduced. Karsten Lardy will get his second start in goal. Big story surrounding the Cadets were the return of Jackson Hallam and Jarrett Wright. Hallam, the third-round draft pick of the Vegas Golden Knights. Wright, the Colgate College commit. Both wanting to come back and make one last run for a title, but they did graduate quite a few key defensemen. And the turnover showed a little bit in the game against Hastings. It took a couple periods for the new Cadets defenders to find their footing a little bit. The home Fire being introduced. Goaltender Jack Olson, he comes over from Benilde St. Margaret's, working behind Carson Limezan the previous 3 seasons. Key for the Fire this season will be replacing the departed Trey Fetchko and Lucas Jorgensen, their top scorer and defender respectively. Nick Blood, 13 goals, 18 assists, the leading returning scorer, the second on the team last year in those departments. The Fire starters introduced. We'll take a break. Come back with the drop of your puck. Fire and Cadets coming up next. We welcome you back inside the Victoria Rec Center, the Fire and the Cadets. So we mentioned this is the first game of the season for the Fire, and they had a game scheduled against Hutchinson that was supposed to be played Thursday. Originally postponed to Friday, and then ultimately postponed again into the middle of February. Hutchinson Tigers, unfortunately, will have to wait a little bit longer to raise the banner on their section championship team from a year ago. While the winners of Section 3 AA, the Cadets, expected to make a deep run this year with the return of Hallam and Wright. Hallam with 18 goals a year ago. As we talked about in the pregame, the good rally to beat a good Hastings team Thursday night. The trailed 4-2 after 2 periods, scored 3 in the third. Took that game 5-4. Hastings will come in here to the Rec Center on Thursday to take on the Fire. Raiders of Hastings, who were so close last year to capturing the Section 1 AA title, fortunately could not hold on against Lakeville South, and the Cougars clinched that 1 AA section berth. We are ready to get underway here at the Rec Center with Jackson Hallam in the face-off circle. It's controlled by Lewin for the Fire as the Fire work it along the left wing side. pushing it up toward Grant Limke. It tipped off his stick down into the near side corner. Played in the corner by Austin Williams for the Cadets. Tries to play it up the near side boards. Lewin does a good job of keeping it in the Cadet zone. The Cadets will have to reset behind their own net. Just underway, 16:38 to go. A whiff, a turnaround shot off the turnover by Cameron was saved by the goaltender Lardy. Already a great opportunity for Jake Cameron. Puck was lost in front of the net by Austin Williams. Hallam back in his own zone with it, drops it over to Williams on the near side. Williams now sends it cross ice up to the far side corner for Tommy Statton. Statton works it back down toward the near side as Hallam works it back towards Statton. Statton in front of the bench area, dumps it in deep to the Fire zone, down to the near side corner. Lewin will play it there. Lewin gets it ahead to Cameron, works streaking back into the offensive zone. It's Brower for a shot that was blocked. Excuse me, that was Tyler Graham. Quickly back the other way into the offensive zone. Losing control of the puck is Parker Osborne. Along the far side boards now and knocked down in front of the half wall. Played back now in front of the St. Thomas net. Cadets work it back out to neutral ice where it's tipped down deep into the Fire zone. Getting to it first in his own end is Max Nagel, who had a goal in the win over Hastings. Nagel works it back through the far side corner. Comes down behind the net, down into the near side. Fire work it back into the neutral zone. Gets by Johnny Johansson. Back toward the Cadet blue line. Good job here by Nick Blood to force the puck back deep into the zone. Comes back to the blue line where it's held in by Bishop Schugel. Now the Cadets quickly back the other way into the offensive zone. A shot in on Olsen, saved and held on to. 15-12 to go first period, no score. Tyler Graham again with his second shot on goal of the game. Face off to the left of Olsen. Cadets win the face-off. It works up toward the far side boards. A nice job here to tip it out into the neutral zone by Nick Strand as it comes back into the Cadet zone offside with 15:06 to go in the first period. Al Peterson, Matt Harrington. I'm Patrick Lilia here at the Victoria Rec Center. Neutral zone face-off. The Jack Strobel taking it against Nick Strand. Face-off works up to the far side in front of the Fire bench. The Cadets will play it in deep to the Holy Family zone. It'll work its way up behind the net, or it'll be played there by Ethan Hall. Hall limited action last year on the varsity side. It comes back out to the red line. Williams in cross ice, quickly sent ahead by Tommy Cronin. Taken away, here's Luke Roloff in. Roloff with a nice move and a glove save on the nice shot by Lardy. So a face-off coming deep in the St. Thomas zone. 14:41 to go first period, no score. Talked about it a little bit in the pregame. A lot of new defensemen for St. Thomas Academy this season. Showed in the first couple of periods against Hastings, and already we've seen a little bit of a turnover in front of the net that generated a great chance for Cameron for Holy Family. St. Thomas with it deep in their own end, setting up behind their own net. Playing it off to the far side. Nice tic-tac-toe play. They get it ahead toward Jared Wright. Right along the far side. Wright trying to center it for Hallam as it just skips past his stick down to the near side. Wright chasing after it. It comes out into the neutral zone. It'll be Hallam who ends up with it. My apologies. Hallam will reset at neutral ice. Hallam cross ice pass for Tommy Cronin. Cronin sends a shot wide of the net. It comes down to the near side corner. Now back out into the neutral zone. Comes Osborne into the offensive zone. Osborne with a quick wrist shot and a nice save again by Lardy. It comes out into the neutral zone. It'll be Hallam who ends up with it. My apologies. Hallam will reset at neutral ice. Hallam cross ice pass. Chances early, one of which the turnover in front of the net. Cameron ended up with a good shot, but a pad save by Lardy. Face-off trickles in front of the net. The Fire able to hold the zone play down to the near side corner. Limke from, Mark Lund in the near side corner. Plays it up toward the far side. The Cadets will reset, dip in their own end. On the near side, banked off the near side by Tristan Tillmany. As Brower gets it ahead toward Graham. He played up behind the net, up into the far side corner. It's Nagel trying to slow it down there. As Graham joins the fray there. It comes out into the neutral zone. Fire 2-on-2 the other way. It's carried in by Nick Blood, who puts a shot in on the goaltender Lardy, who makes a save. Played back out toward the blue line. 2-on-2 now for the other way. They score on the drive by Tyler Graham. That's his second goal of the season. Back out toward the blue line. 2-on-2 now. Graham just turned on the speed a little bit in that 2-on-2 to get around the defenseman. Lets the wrist shot rip past Jack Olson from the middle of the ice, and that'll make it 1-0. So the Fire will look to respond. This is into the offensive zone. A shot, a stick goes flying. Jacob McPartland let the shot go. Lewin can't hold the zone. And it will go for icing anyway with 12:56 to go in the first period. Tyler Graham, who had 7 goals a year ago, has his second of the season already. Hallam will take the face-off against Limke. Face-off comes down to the near side corner, and then it bounces away where it's corralled in by Johansson. He gets it out into the neutral zone where the Fire play it back in deep. Lardy can't slow it down. It comes back over toward the near side. Wright comes out with the puck. Wright will set up now behind his own net. Wright waiting for things to develop. Now he starts his way up ice. Wright drops it off toward Hallam along the near side. Hallam has it taken away, though. Nice play by Limke, but Cronin able to maintain possession. Shot partially blocked, steered aside by Olson. Fire get it off ahead toward Cameron. Cameron, who had the good opportunity early off the St. Thomas turnover. The Cadets play it back around toward the near side, and will send it into the Fire zone, and we'll go for another icing. 12:13 to go first period. Tyler Graham at the 3:50 mark of the first period, putting the Cadets on top 1-0. Face-off back in the Cadet zone. Strand will take the face-off for the Fire against Nagel of St. Thomas Academy as it's controlled, and a quick shot off the face-off by McPartland was saved by Lardy. Let's get it back out into the neutral zone. Fire play it back in deep. It comes in on Lardy. He's able to make the save on the long shot from the blue line. But let's get it back out to neutral ice. Graham had it knocked off his stick as he gained the blue line. Plays it behind the net. Nagel trying to slow it down behind the net for the Cadets. Nagel trying to get it back toward Tillmany, but he had it knocked away from him. McPartland and Graham going for the puck. Comes to McPartland for a shot and a save up out of play by Lardy. The Fire have definitely had some good opportunities here in the early going. The Cadets maintain that 1-0 lead. Graham with the goal at 3:50 of this opening frame. 11:38 to go, first period. Face off deep in the St. Thomas Academy zone. It's Blood and Hallam in the face-off circle. The face-off played up through the far side corner. It's back to pick it up now in his own end is Charlie Lindberg. Lindberg gets tied up by a couple of Cadets. It's eventually taken away, and then a quick shot on a bad angle save by Olson on the shot from Wright, and we'll have a face-off in the Fire zone. 11:24 to go in the first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Hallam will take the face-off against Grant Limke. It's controlled by the Cadets. Held in by Staton as it's played around into the near side corner. Hallam trying to force it away from Ferguson. Controlled now by the Fire. Ferguson back with it on the near side. He tips it ahead toward Limke. Limke works his way around Talmany into the near side corner. Wright battling for the puck. Hallam coming after it as well. As Cameron couldn't keep it on his stick, it's played back into the neutral zone. Here's Lewin with it. Lewin plays it in deep to the St. Thomas zone. Played now behind the net by Staton. Staton setting up. Staton Though harassed behind the net by Cameron, Staten plays it back over toward the near side, played into the neutral zone. Lewin knocks it down at the red line. Lewin, though, couldn't get around right at the Cadet blue line. Skipped into the Fire zone and sent now back in deep to the Cadet end. It comes into the near side corner. Staten behind his own net once again with it. Staten just has to drop it in the near side corner. Really good job by the Fire of generating defensive pressure here in the Cadet zone, trying to force a turnover. Fire trailing 1-0, but they had some opportunities generated by some good defensive play. Limke trying to force it deep into the Cadet zone. Played back up through the far side corner. It'll come out all the way through, and that'll be an icing. 9:53 to go in the first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Second goal of the year for Tyler Graham. Strand will take the face-off against Max Nagel. Face-off sent out through the neutral zone by the Cadets, and that'll go for another icing. 9:47 to go in the first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Strand again in the face-off circle with Nagel. Face-off still loose, comes toward the net, sent away by Lardy up through the far side corner. Cadets work it out toward Tanner Brower on the near side. Brower able to backhand it into the Fire zone, where it's cleaned up there by Hall. Hall chased back behind his own net as he plays it over toward Ben Redden on the near side. Redden taps it into the neutral zone. Intercepted, played the other way by Graham. The Fire work it back out through neutral. They'll send back toward the red line. Brower able to gain control at the blue line. Tries a cross-ice pass. Nice job to tip that away by McPartland. The Fire work it back into the Cadet zone. Comes in on Lardy, and he has to steer it aside as it kind of trickled his way. And now a 2-on-2 develops the other way for St. Thomas Academy. Graham and Brower the other way. A good job, though, to get in front of that by Bishop Schugel. Now along the far side boards. And we're going to get a penalty coming here against, I believe it'll be St. Thomas. Mark Lund will take the face-off for Holy Family against Hallam. Works up into the far side corner, now along the end wall. So that's working down toward the near side, now back up toward the far side corner. Work his way along the near side is Lewin. Lewin over to Roloffs. Limke. Limke with a shot that's tipped high over the net. Excuse me, that's Nick Blood. He's over toward the near side and sent up out of play with 8:25 to go in the first period. 1:35 in the Fire power play. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Face-off comes into the near side corner. Blood will work his way around the Cadet net, drop it back toward the blue line, then he loses it. Played out, here's right in with Hallam. Right in. Right, backhand, tried to drop it off to Hallam. The save was made. Net gets knocked off. Be a really good chemistry. And then he loses it. Played out, here's right in. Fire zone with 8:10 to go in the first period. Wright generates the breakaway with Hallam, 2-0, but Olsen does a great job of steering that aside. Johansson back in the neutral zone with it for the Cadets as it's played now back in deep to the Fire zone. Fire will work their way back up ice. About midway through the power play, here's McPartland along the near side. McPartland slows it down, cross-ice pass, got through everybody, back out into the neutral zone. The Cadets will gain control now in their own end. 1 minute to go in the power play, actually rather 54 seconds. Cadets trying to clear, but a good job again by the Fire of keeping it deep in the St. Thomas zone. It's over toward the near side, played out into the neutral zone as Hallam battles for it with Redden in front of the red line. Banked back to through the neutral zone. That'll be a full-length clear for the Cadets with 30 seconds to go in the power play. 7:18 to go first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Roll off quickly back into the St. Thomas zone. Backhand shot in on goal. Might have gone off the side of the cage. Comes around back in front of the net where it's intercepted and cleared by the Cadets. With 10 seconds to go on the power play as Nagel takes a big hit from roll-offs. The Cadets have killed off the power play. We're back to full strength with 6:50 to go in the first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Second goal of the year for Tyler Graham. Into the near side corner. Lund battling for it. Blood down there as well for Holy Family. If the Cadets play it back up toward the near side. It's back behind the net. Williams there with it. Williams banks it off the near side boards. We're now in the neutral zone. Nagel battling with Osborne. Nagel able to get it ahead to Graham. Graham with a shot that's tipped wide of the net. Might have been deflected as we'll get a whistle with 6:17 to go in the period. Nagel able to tripping penalty against Parker Osborne for the Fire. That'll put the Cadets on the power play for the first time. They had a lot of success against Hastings. They scored 3 times with a man advantage on that Thursday night victory. Down in Hastings, they'll have their home opener on Tuesday against Tartan as Hallam quickly sent it across for Nagel. Back to the blue line, now over to Hallam again. Hallam with a shot, and that's tipped up and out of play with 6:02 to go in the first period. Tartan is Hallam quickly sent it across for Nagel. Back to the that he thought he expected to be drafted later than the 3rd round. He was expecting the 4th or 5th, so he was surprised when he got that call. According to the Pioneer Press. It's Hallam with it. Hallam reversing. Hallam back to the blue line right. Right gets it off toward Nagel on the far side. Nagel still with it, drops it back to right at the blue line over to Hallam. Hallam tries to center it. It's off the stick of Strobel as Wright follows up with a shot that goes behind the net. 1:20 to go in the power play for the Cadets. Quickly back to Hallam. Hallam trying to center it for Strobel as it's tipped around. Comes back into the near corner. 5:27 to go in the period. Wright again with a drive high over the net. Bounces off the backside of the cage. It's battled for there. Comes back to Hallam. Good job here by the Cadets to maintain the puck possession, and now a good play by Cameron to get it back into the neutral zone as Hallam will reset at the red line. Hallam speeds into the offensive zone. Hallam with a shot saved by Olsen as we get a whistle, and that might have been jarred off. Graham will take the face-off against Redden. Comes into the near side corner as it's played around by Roloff toward the far side. Williams able to hold for the Cadets. Roloff's trying to play it from behind it in the far side corner. Williams able to hold once again. He'll play it back into the corner. Back over to Graham on the near side. Graham over to Staton. Staton winds up, drops it down low for a quick shot saved by Olsen. It was off the stick of Cronin. Cronin got down low, got himself in a good position. Staton back with it. Staton with a drive and a glove saved by Olsen. 19 seconds to go in the power play. 4:36. It was off the stick of Cronin. Cronin got down low, got himself in a good position. Staton back with it. Staton with a drive and a glove save. Face-off controlled again by Statton for St. Thomas Academy. Graham on the near side, back into the corner. Cycles it back to Statton for a shot that's deflected high and out of play. 4:25 to go in the first period. 8 seconds to go in the cadet power play. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Tyler Graham with his second goal of the year for the Cadets. That came at the 3:50 mark of this first period. Graham will take the face-off against Blood. Statton able to control again. Drive by Williams was saved by Olsen. As the power play comes to an end, the Fire back at full strength. One-time blast wind-up was deflected up into the bench. 4:13 to go in the first period. Both teams now back at full strength. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Face-off will come deep in the Fire zone. It'll be to the left of Olsen. Hallam will take the face-off against Grant Limke. Hallam plays it up into the far side corner off the face-off. Comes around toward the near side. That exited the zone as we get the 13-minute mark of the first period as the Fire then iced the puck. So we'll have a face-off back deep in the Fire zone with 3:57 to go in the first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. And with Al Peterson, Matt Harrington, our on-site cameraman engineer here at the Victoria Rec Center, I'm Patrick Lilia. It's a pleasure to have you with us on this cloudy Saturday afternoon, but two teams ranked in the top 20 here in the early going. Had a good one so far. The Cadets have the only goal, but the Fire have been good in the offensive zone as well. Have another face-off deep in the Fire zone here with 3:53 to go in the first period. Each team has had a power play. Now they will move the face-off into the neutral zone. Hallam will take it against Nick Strand. Works back into the Fire zone where it's played through the far side corner. Cronin gets the play tied up on the end board as he battles with Charlie Lindberg. Several players joining the fray, and the Fire eventually work the puck free. They'll bring it down toward the near side. 3:35 to go first period. Back out of the neutral zone, cross ice for Kilmany. Kilmany, though, whiffs on the pass, trying to push it ahead. The Fire will work it back down to the near side corner. Strand dumps it into the Cadet zone, works through the far side corner. Back up in front of the bench, it comes out and then back in, so we'll have a neutral zone face-off with 3:18 to go in the first period. Cadets control the face-off in their own zone. Williams on the near side. Williams trying to get it into the neutral zone. Getting it ahead toward Brower. Osborne is down there for the Fire as it squirts through. Lewin plays it off toward Hall. Hall trying to get it ahead toward Osborne. Osborne takes a big hit, but the puck comes through to Lund, who puts a shot in on goal and steered aside by Lardy. 2:53 to go here in the first period. Hall with a wind-up and a drive. That might have gotten through to Lardy. The Cadets get it back out to neutral ice and then backhanded ahead by Graham, and that'll go for icing as he couldn't quite get it off to Brower. 2:42 to go in the first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. Face-off control by the Fire. Quick shot saved and sent up high off the boards. Lewin able to hold. Lewin with a drive as Lardy gets out of his crouch and knocks it down. Back out in the neutral zone, quickly through neutral. Here's Hallam. Hallam coming in. Hallam with a shot. He scores. Jackson Hallam with his first goal of the season. Back out in the neutral zone, quickly through neutral. Jackson Hallam has his first goal of the season. Statton will get the assist on the Hallam goal. Wright will play it deep in his own zone. Wright then takes a big hit in the near side corner. Gets it back behind the net. Cadets again set up deep in their own end. Work it back over to Williams on the near side in the corner. Williams will now play it back toward the far side as Statton trying to clear the zone. It comes out into the neutral zone. Lindbergh able to play it back in deep for the Fire. The centering pad that will come out into the neutral zone and back in, so that'll be an offside. 1:30 to go in the first period. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. Hallam's goal coming at the 14:36 mark of this first period. Lewin controls the face-off for the Fire as he plays it in deep to the Cadet zone. Laid around by Tillmany, then Williams back to Tillmany. Cadets trying to clear the zone. Good job here with the Fire to hold it in. Redden. Big hit put on by Luke Candon in the center of the ice. Is played back in deep. Candon now battling in the Fire zone with Bishop Schugel. Under a minute to go here in the first period as the Cadets turning up the physical play here in the last minute and a half of this first period. They lead it 2-0. Fire through neutral. Here's Schugel in. Schugel drops it off just inside the blue line. A shot tipped wide of the net. A shot that goes off the side of the net up to the far side. The Cadets floated back out to neutral ice into the offensive zone. Here's Nagel. Nagel with a shot that's deflected. Laid back into the neutral zone down on the near side. Tyler Graham, 23 seconds to go in the period. Cadets will reset at neutral ice. Nagel and Brower, but a nice job of disrupting that by Schugel. Blood gets it ahead to Lund. A shot wide of the net by Osborne. It comes down to the near side corner. Back out into the neutral zone and now in the Fire zone with under 10 seconds to go in the period. 2 seconds, 1 second, as a whistle blows with .9 to go in the opening period. Fire have had some chances, but the Cadets the only team so far to find the back of the net. Shots on goal 9-8 in favor of the Fire. Have a face-off deep in the Cadet zone with .9 to go in the frame. The puck drops and the period comes to an end. Cadets get goals from Tyler Graham and from Jackson Hallam, and they lead 2-0 after the first period. We're going to take a break and come back with your second period. Stay with us.
Better tradition than hockey. Tradition Companies is proud to serve our community's youth sports. Visit us at traditioncompanies.com to learn more.
So welcome you back inside the Victoria Rec Center. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy after the first period with goals by Graham and Hallam. These two teams met a year ago, late 2019. Holy Family won 4-1 in Mendota Heights. Last year the Cadets, well documented, got off to kind of a tough start to the regular season, but got it going. Upset number 1 seed Andover in the state tournament. Took eventual champion Hill Murray to overtime before falling in that game. Fire finished the regular season 12-13 from a year ago, dropping their first sectional game against Chaska. Now with cameraman Al Peterson, I'm Patrick Lilia. It's a pleasure to have you along with us here from the Victoria Rec Center on this Saturday late afternoon. Exciting first period. The Fire had plenty of chances. Some good goal play by Karsten Lardy for the Cadets to keep the Fire off the board. And as we mentioned, Graham and Hallam finding the back of the net for the Cadets. Hallam with his first goal of the season, his first point. I'd be surprised to think that the Cadets put up 5 goals in that win over Hastings, and he didn't get any assists or goals in that game. Just the first game of the season for the Fire after their scheduled opening game against Hutchinson was postponed twice. We'll get set to go here in the second period. Osborne will take the face-off against Nagel. Face-off controlled by Staton for the Cadets in his own zone. The Cadets forced back deep in their own end. Nagel will backhand this one through neutral ice. He played in deep. Roloff will play it on the far side corner in his own zone. He'll take a big hit in the corner from Graham. Nagel able to force a turnover as he tried to drop it for Graham, but he couldn't get it to him, and the Fire might have been lucky to escape another good scoring opportunity for the Cadets right there. The Cadets will play it from their own end. And played in deep to the Fire zone once again. Olsen out of his net. Olsen drops it back behind him as it's played by Roloff into the near side corner. Along the near side, taken away. Graham feeding it down low for Brower. Brower, though, had it stuffed by Olsen. Along the far side boards. Nice job to knock this one down with the glove by Williams. He's able to hold the zone. It comes down into the near side corner. Centers again for Brower. Comes free in front again. A point-blank shot by Graham was saved by Olsen. Another shot might have been saved by Olsen. Might have been going wide of the net anyway. Cadets come out putting on some good pressure here in the early stages of the second period as Nagel comes away with the puck. Nagel with a shot blocked. Comes down toward the near side. Fire finally able to get it back out into the neutral zone. 15:40 to go here in the second period. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. Olsen having to make some great saves here in the early stages of the period. Hallam back at the red line with it. Hallam drops it off to Wright. Wright works through. Wright with a shot that was blocked before it got through to Olsen as it comes up into the far side corner. Fire again unable to clear as it's battled for in front of the St. Thomas bench. Sent back deep into the Fire zone. Roloffs now will be able to clear as it'll slowly work its way down into the near side corner, and that'll go for icing. .15:08 to go in the second period. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. St. Thomas Academy off the face-off, able to hold the zone, comes behind the net. Fire will work it along the far side. Cameron works it up, but can't clear a long drive. That was saved by Olsen on the drive by Johansson. Down through the near side corner, played back behind the net, up toward the far side. Cadets winning all the hustle plays here early in the period as it'll work back toward Cronin. Down to the stick of Schugel. Schugel for the Fire. He gets knocked off the puck, able to recover as he was battling with Hallam. Schugel plays it off toward the far side. Cameron. Nice work to set it out into the neutral zone. Here's Limke into the offensive zone, but he came in offside as a step ahead of him was Mark Ron. We have a neutral zone face-off with 14:30 to go in the second period. 2-0. St. Thomas Academy with the lead. Cadets came out firing here early in the second period. Good work by Jack Olson to keep it a 2-0 game. Fire off the face-off, able to play it deep into the Cadet zone. Williams and McPartland will battle for it in the near side corner. Still fighting for it. It's to Hall with a long drive. Glove save by Lardy, and he'll just hold on to it. 14-16 to go in the second period. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. 10-9 shots on goal in favor of the Fire. Face-off played around the net by Jordan Tackany. Works back into the neutral zone. It comes ahead to Brooks Bond. Bond flips it up into the far side corner ahead of Jack Strobel. Work behind the net. The Fire able to gain control there. Roll off, banks it off the near side as Williams glide to the stick of McPartland. McPartland ends up back with it. Here's Strand into the offensive zone. Strand is separated from the puck. Centering feed for McPartland just out of reach on the pass from Ben Redden. Williams the other way. Williams into the offensive zone, but he was offsides. Might have been Bond who was a step ahead. .43 to go in the second period. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. Nick Blood will take the face off against Max Nagel. Ferguson won the face-off, played down toward the near side. Schugel gets it off ahead for Blood with a drive in on goal. That's held on to by Lardy with 13:34 to go in the second period. Blood and Nagel again in the face-off circle. Schugel with a drive off the face-off. That'll go high over the net. Johansson plays it around the net up toward the far side. It'll squirt out ahead of Staten. Staten battling for the puck. Comes through the near side corner. The Fire work it around the net. Back to Schugel. He can't hold the zone, and it comes out through. Racing after it is Nagel, who intercepts off the clearing attempt. It's Olsen able to get back in net. Graham turned on the speed. He almost got to that puck first, which drew Olsen out of the net. And there was a scary moment there for the Fire. Blood works it back into the neutral zone. Schugel trying to play it ahead toward Ferguson. The Cadets able to work it back out ahead. Graham couldn't keep it on his stick, or he might have had a run at it, and as such, Nagel comes in offside. .47 to go in the second period. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy leading the Fire. Player late coming on the ice for the Fire. Part of the delay, Osborne and Hallam in the face-off circle. Osborne able to win the face-off. Lindbergh forced to play it around his net. Plays it back toward the near side. Back out in the neutral zone, Hallam with it. Hallam, who has one of the two St. Thomas goals, his first of the season, that came when the latter stages of that first period gave the Cadets a 1-0 lead. Excuse me, a 2-0 lead. Roll-offs on the near side. Roll-off, long pass for the red line that's tipped off ahead of the stick of Limke. Lardy out of his net will play it off as Cameron trying to slow it down. Cameron able to play it back through the far side corner. The Cadets will play it back up along the far side. They'll flip it out through neutral. Moves down toward the near side. Played off ahead of Cronin. Comes back to Williams for a shot that was steered wide of the net by Olsen. Cameron does a good job to take that puck away. Williams, though, able to intercept, flipped it back deep into the Fire zone. Olsen can't knock it down with his stick. Puck working free through the high slot. A shot that flex, they score! That'll be Cronin, who was working his way out front off the deflection. And the Cadets now lead 3-0. The first goal of the year for Tommy Cronin. It's in the right place at the right time to deflect that shot over Olsen's shoulder. The Fire now trailing 3-0 as Hall controls the face-off for the Fire. Hall into the offensive zone. Hall puts one in on Lardy, who makes the save. Rebound pushed back in on Lardy, and he covers up. 11:33 to go in the second period. Now 3-0 St. Thomas Academy. Strand will take the face-off for the Fire. Back to Hall. Hall with a shot blocked. So Hansen able to get it off ahead for the Cadets. On the near side, Bond will flip it into the Fire zone where it's covered up by Olsen. Ahead of an on-charging Luke Camden. 11:21 to go in the second period. 3-0 St. Thomas Academy. Strobel will take the face-off against Nick Strand. Fire able to control, work it back out into the neutral zone. Nice pass to McPartland. He can't keep it on his stick. Strobel back into the offensive zone for St. Thomas Academy. Strobel gets knocked off the puck by Roloff. Schugel behind his own net with it. Schugel able to get it off ahead for Strand. Strand along the right wing side. Strand with a shot and a save by Lardy. Down toward the near side. Roloff didn't get a lot on that shot from the near side. Roloff able to hold the zone. Puck still in the St. Thomas Academy zone. Now played back out to neutrals. It's flipped back in deep by Ben Redden. Cadets will set up behind their own net. 10:42 to go here in the second period. It's 3-0 St. Thomas Academy. Strobel, he'll get this one off ahead of a hit from Schugel up into the far side corner. As Hall will set up behind his own cage. Gets it off ahead toward Schugel. Ferguson couldn't keep it on his stick as Brower knocked it away from him. Ferguson will play it back into the Cadet zone. Lardy out of his net to slow it down as Mark Lund encroaching on the play, forcing that to happen quicker than I think the goaltender Lardy wanted. Olsen plays it back up into the far side corner. Centering feed just sneaks off the stick of Graham. Tillman back out at the red line with it. He sends it cross ice. Stacken, he plays it back in deep. Graham in the near side corner with Hall in pursuit. Hall back to Tillman for a shot that was blocked out front and intercepted by Lindbergh. He gets it back out to the red line. Along the far side boards in front of the St. Thomas Academy bench. Played back up through the far side corner, comes around behind the net. Taken away by the Fire, working its way up ice is Blood. Blood will play it into the St. Thomas Academy zone where it's taken away there. Brower into the offensive zone. Brower drops it off to Graham. Graham with a shot that was blocked and taken away. Back the other direction is McPartland. That's Hall. Hall with a shot that's saved. Screened somewhat, so a good save by Lardy. Sent it out of play with 9:12 to go in the second period. 3-0 St. Thomas Academy. Limke will take the face-off against Hallam. Controlled by Johansson. He gets it off toward the far side. It'll squirt all the way deep into the Fire zone. We have to be played by Roloff deep in the zone end. Roloff gets it back toward the far side. Lewin gets it into the neutral zone as Mark Ron trying to tip it ahead. Hallam plays it back into the neutral zone. Hallam back with it. Hallam works his way in. Cross-ice pass for Bond, and he centers it for Wright, and they score. Jared Wright off the centering pass from Bond makes it 4-0 St. Thomas Academy. Now Jared Wright has his first goal of the season. So the big two for the Cadets pick up their first goals of the season apiece in this game thus far. Hallam had his late in the first period. And Wright gets his midway through the second period. And it's 4-0 St. Thomas Academy.
Scoring for the Cadets at 7:17 in the second period. Number 16, Jared Wright.
Schugel will play it from deep in his own end. Fire now trailing 4-0. Fire will quickly try to get it through the neutral zone. A plate back out into the neutral zone as Camden sends it into the Fire zone off toward the far side. Schugel trying to reverse direction with it. Bond gets in the way. The shot trickles just wide in front of the net from Johansson. Comes down to the near side. Williams able to hold the zone again for the Cadets. It'll work up into the far side corner. Schugel plays it there. Schugel flips it out through the neutral zone. Icing waved off as it goes deep into the St. Thomas Academy end. 8 minutes to go here in the second period. 4-0 Cadets. Cadets with 2 in the first, 2 in the second thus far. Only had 1 penalty apiece thus far in the game. A very clean game. McPartland for the Fire. McPartland puts one wide in front of the net. Might have clipped the blue. Went in for a blast. It's Lindbergh. That'll be wide and high off the glass. Cadets chip it back out through neutral ice. Tipped ahead by Redden. Tolmany got it off. Comes around toward the near side. McPartland was unable to hold the zone, but it's sent back in deep by the Fire. Nice job by the Fire to take it away as it comes free in front. Might have snuck through the blue with this bouncing puck. Sneaking up to hold the zone is Lewin. McPartland tied up from behind. McPartland still with the puck. McPartland drops it back to roll off at the blue line. Cross ice for Lewin with a shot that got through traffic. Held on to by Lardy with 6:50 to go here in the second period. Fire out shooting the Cadets 15-12, but they trail 4-0. Fire win the face-off, but accidentally play it back through the neutral zone. Oh, look at the speed, though, by Wright as he almost made a play out of that. Long pass in the direction of Lund. Lund is able to get to it. Lund still with it. Lund trying to circle the net. Lund in the near side corner with it. Hall. Cross ice for Roloff. Roloff with a shot through traffic blocked. Hallam and Wright back the other way, 2-on-3. Hallam will slow it down, sends it cross ice, intercepted by Lund. Lund on the near side, banks it back into the neutral zone. Osborne in with Lewin, with Lund, Osborne slides it across for Lund, but it's out of his reach. Played back into the neutral zone as Lindbergh plays it back into the St. Thomas Academy zone. 5:52 to go here in the second period. Cronin trying to work his way through a couple of defenders, but he can't quite do it. Good job of getting in his path by Lindbergh. Centering pass intercepted by Cameron. Penalty coming here against St. Thomas Academy for the hooking. No drop pass deflected over the net. They got the shot off from Lewin. Battled for on the end boards, and we'll get a whistle, and the Fire will go on the power play for the second time. Camden will go to the box for the hooking or tripping. Camden takes the penalty for hooking here in the middle stages of the second period. 4-0 St. Thomas Academy. Second power play for the Fire. Lindbergh back in his own zone with it. Lindbergh off toward Cameron. Cameron plays it back to Lindbergh. Lindbergh sets up behind his own net with it. Lindbergh has it taken away. Centers out for Nagel with a shot. He scores. Nagel takes the centering feed off the takeaway from Tyler Graham. It's a shorthanded goal for the Cadets, and they lead 5-0. Nagel is his second goal of the season. A shorthanded goal for the Cadets, that coming at the 11:58 mark of the second period. 1:27 to go here in the Fire power play. Cadets will send it the length of the ice. Roloffs from his own zone will start his way up ice. Roloffs plays it in deep to the Cadet zone. Lardy out of his net will play it up toward the far side. Back around toward the near side. It'll be played behind the net. 4:20 to go in the second period. 55 seconds in the power play. 5-0 St. Thomas Academy. Cadets emerge with the puck as it's played ahead by Johansson. Lewin trying to slow it down before it gets all the way down, but he can't quite get it. Roll-offs with Hallam in pursuit. Hallam able to take the puck away briefly. Osborne will end up with it for the Fire. Osborne along the right wing gets it off for Blood. Blood still with it on the far side. Blood will circle the net. 25 seconds left in the period. Centering feed will sneak all the way back down the ice. Olsen will set it up for Schugel. Schugel will start from behind his own net. Schugel into the offensive zone along the right wing side. Schugel still with it behind the net. Thought about the wraparound. Tries to drop it back to the blue line. It'll squirt out into the neutral zone. Here comes Graham and Nagel 2-on-0. Graham back to Nagel, and Graham takes it back and he scores. I think officially that'll be an even strength goal. But Nagel started the breakaway. He and Graham tic-tac-toe at home. It's 6-0 St. Thomas Academy with 3:22 to go here in the second period. Graham has his second goal of the game. He scored the first goal. Nagel with it for the Cadets. Whiffs on it, trying to get it in deep. Ferguson for the Fire. Ferguson were able to work it in deep. Got Ron on the back door, but couldn't quite get it to him as Ron was tied up. The drive that's tipped wide of the net. Williams will play it back over toward the near side. Hall able to hold the zone for the Fire. Graham plays it back into the neutral zone. Nagel sends it cross ice into the offensive zone. Is Brower. Brower with a shot wide of the net. It'll carry him back through the neutral zone. Williams back to pick it up for the Cadets. Williams plays it into the far side corner in the Cadet zone. Back over to Williams on the near side. Graham at the red line. Strobel into the offensive zone with Brower as Hall able to influence the bad pass. The Cadets able to hold the zone once again. Lund will work his way up ice for the Cadets. Lund into the offensive zone. Lund fended off as he headed to the end boards. Jordan Tackany, the defender. Schugel stepped up to try to hold the zone. It'll be sent in deep to the Fire zone. That'll be an icing with 1:45 to go in the second period. 6-0 St. Thomas Academy. Face off deep in the Cadet zone. Cadets again control it. Right into the offensive zone. Right driving the net. Backhand shot saved by Olsen. On the far side, the Fire play it in deep to the Cadet zone. Kilmany will get there first. He's trying to play it along the far side through the corner. Hallam steaming his way through neutral ice. Would have come in offside with a good play at the blue line. Redden laid down toward the near side. Cronin in his own zone with it. Head for right on the far side rather. Right with a shot and a glove save by Olsen. He'll hold on with 1:01 to go in the second period. It's 6-0 St. Thomas Academy. Nagel will take the face-off against Strand. Controlled by the Cadets. A quick turnaround shot wide of the net. Staten winds up for a blast. That's blocked in front of the net. Nagel on the near side. Pushed into the corner by Strand. Puck is still loose. Played down to the near side boards. Pushed up the left wing side. Here's Lindberg for the Fire. Lindberg, though, couldn't get around Staten and will get a whistle, and an interference penalty will be coming. Will go against St. Thomas Academy, and the Fire will go on the power play for the third time. 40.8 to go in the second period. 6-0 Cadets leading it. Staten will pick up the interference penalty. Come down to 35 seconds to go in the period. Lund with a nice move. Lund with a shot save. Follow-up shot was also tipped wide. Fire to maintain the puck as it comes over down toward the near side. Blood. Back to Lewin. Lewin winds up for a blast tipped wide. Down to 18 seconds to go in the period. Laid up toward the far side corner. Lund with it there. Under 10 seconds to go in the period. Lewin with a blast. That'll go high over the net. Shot wide in front of the net at the buzzer. We'll go to the second intermission as St. Thomas Academy scores 4 times in that second period, including one shorthanded goal and one that was basically a shorthanded goal. So we'll take a break, come back with your third period. 6-0 St. Thomas Academy after 2 periods. 1:20 of power play for the Fire when we start the third. We welcome you back inside the Victoria Rec Center. Along with Al Peterson, I'm Patrick Lulia. 6-0 St. Thomas Academy after 2 periods. Let's take a look at some of what's going on in other action. St. Louis Park defeats Chaska 3-2. The Orioles off to a good start this season, playing 2 tough games against Edina and the Hawks. They tied Edina 4-4. They beat the Hawks today at the Chaska Community Center. Lakeville North 7-0 over Apple Valley. Rosemount 7-1 over Shakopee. White Bear Lake beats Mounds View 4-2. Game that will have some interest to all of our viewers. Hastings 3, Tartan 0. The Raiders of Hastings will come here to the Rec Center Thursday night. We'll have that game for you on MN Hockey TV, while Tartan will head into Mendota Heights to take on the Cadets on Tuesday night. Fire in the interim will have a game at Orono on Tuesday night. Tough early season schedule for the Fire with the Cadets today, the perennial 1A Power Orono on Tuesday, and then Hastings, who we talked about in the pregame, was 1 period away from a state tournament appearance just this past spring. Grand Rapids and Moorhead, an interesting game in terms of 2 northern Minnesota teams going at it with state tournament ambitions. The Thunderhawks of Grand Rapids, who had a couple of tough years, but they look like they're back, and the Spuds up in Moorhead, who are always competing for that Section 8A title. We'll have an early season matchup just underway in Moorhead, no score in that game. Back here at the Rec Center, 6-0 St. Thomas after 2 periods, 1:20 of power play left for the Fire. Opening Saturday of hockey season in Minnesota. This will be the latest person to tell you. Of course, a little bit different this year with everything going on. The first game of the season for the Fire. We've talked about a couple of times. They had a scheduled game at Hutchinson that was postponed a couple of times. Was to be played Thursday, then it was going to be last night. Now will be played in the middle of February. The Tigers celebrating their state tournament appearance from last season. Their first in 11 years. Underway here in the 3rd period. 6-0 St. Thomas Academy leading it as the Fire play it in deep to the cadet zone. Roll off with a shot and a glove save. Held on to by Lardy. Fire had some good chances early in the 1st period. The biggest one a giveaway in front of the net. Jake Cameron had a point-blank shot off a turnover, but Lardy was able to make the save on that. And since then, the Cadets defense has really stepped up. Haven't really been a lot of opportunities for the Fire as the game has worn along, as roll-offs deep in his own zone will play it off toward the far side. 28 seconds now in the power play. Osborne drops it down toward the near side as the Cadets clear. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Osborne trying to thread it through to Lund. It went off a skate. Battled for on the far side boards. Blood, he'll go to the ice. Blood able to maintain the puck as Wright pins him up against the boards. It comes behind the net. Lund trying to hold onto the puck. He's not able to keep it through Johansson. The centering feed sneaks through for Osborne. Another drive. That might have gotten through to the goaltender Lardy. He made the save. Blood with some good work here to keep the puck on his stick. Eventually taken away by the Cadets. Worked back out to neutral ice. With Cameron able to hold on to the puck briefly through a hit of his own. Brower will end up on the ice. Brower, though, on the ice, able to sweep it off toward the far side. As Lewin will gather it back in his own end. 14:50 to go here in the third period. 6-0 St. Thomas Academy. Shots on goal even at 17. Centering feed out front for Graham was tipped away. Graham has a pair of goals in the game. Graham has it knocked away from him. Played back out through neutral ice. Tackany taken away. A shot tipped up into the net off the stick of Redden with 14:22 and counting to go in the third period. Running time rule in effect. Faceoff will come deep in the Cadet zone. Strand will take the faceoff against Jack Strobel. Strobel wins the faceoff. Off toward Cronin. Cronin gets it back to Strobel. Strobel ahead to Bond. Bond slipped as he just tips it ahead. Centering feed out front back toward Cronin as Johansson slides up to hold. Johansson with a shot that was blocked by Blood. Comes into the near side corner. A couple players end up on the ice. You hear that thud into the near side boards. Strobel unable to hold the zone. So Johansson will play it back into the Fire zone as Strobel touches up offside. We'll have a face-off with 13:18 to go and counting in the third period. So Bryan will take the face-off for St. Thomas Academy. Gets Limke. One trying to get it ahead. Is Cunningham able to take it away? Bobby Cunningham and O'Brien, two of the JV players, getting some varsity time with the score looking the way it is right now. Lund will work it through neutral ice. Lund into the offensive zone. Lund drops it back toward the blue line. The Cadets will get it back out to neutral. Hall back over to Lewin. Lewin head to Lund, who tips it into the Cadet zone. Johansson in the near corner will play it back up toward the far corner. Up for a blast. Lewin, that hit the post. Played back around the net toward the near side corner. It's Cunningham in the near corner. Trying to play it up the near side boards. We'll get it ahead to Johansson, who will bank it off into the Fire zone and will go for icing. 11:45 and counting to go in the game. 6-0 St. Thomas Academy. Things aren't going to get a whole lot easier for the Fire. They have a game at Delano, coming off a tournament appearance at Eden Prairie. Then Blake, tournament team from a year ago at St. Michael. A shot, and they score. Driving into the offensive zone, that was Hallam, and Hallam has his second goal of the game. So the Cadets extend the lead to 7-0. We're under 11 minutes to go in the game. Hallam and Strand in the center ice circle, controlled by the Cadets. Williams off toward Wright. Wright in the offensive zone with it. Wright takes a big hit in the end boards. Intercepted by Cronin. He was able to hold the zone. Cronin with a shot tipped up out of play. We're at the 10-minute mark, 7-minute mark rather, of the third period, 10 minutes to play. Off the face-off, it's pushed wide of the net, comes around toward the near side, back into the neutral zone. Tackany there with it. Tackany sends it cross ice. Played up the near side boards by Staten. Staten trying to get it back out of the zone as it's pinged around. Gathered up in the far side corner by Strand. Tipped down to the near side corner. Blood with a shot off the side of the net. He's around toward the near side. Cadets work it back out through neutral ice. Here's Graham. Graham was met just inside the blue line. The puck sent out into the neutral zone and back in, so we'll have an offside. And a face-off in the neutral zone with 9 minutes left to play and a 7-0 lead for St. Thomas Academy. Face-off controlled by the Cadets. Johansson head for Cunningham, and that'll be an icing, so we'll have a face-off back in the Cadet zone. 8:38 to go and counting here in the third period. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Cadets. Tartan. Another game against Hastings. We'll get both ends of that in just 9 days. At Simley at South St. Paul, and then a big game at Edina. A lot of people will be interested in that as here's Cunningham into the offensive zone. Cunningham driving toward the net as he's puck knocked wide. Battled for in the near side corner, now played behind the net. As Hall was trying to come away with it. London at the offensive zone. Lund with a shot save by Lardy. He's back through the slot. Limke with a follow-up shot sent about a play. These two will get together again on February 13th in Mendota Heights. Another one games against Hill Murray. And another game against Delano. That'll be here. That'll be March 8th. For the Fire. Staten carries it into the offensive zone for the Cadets as he works his way around Lewin, and then Staten absorbs a big hit from Roloffs. Played from the far side corner. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Cadets leading 7-0. Redden with a shot blocked. Redden with a follow-up save by Lardy. Back out into the neutral zone. Bond got tied up with Lewin. Puck sent toward the net. Lewin still with it. Lewin gets tied up. Back into the neutral zone. It's Tillmany. Tillmany sends it cross ice. Tillmany taking it back from Tackany. As the Cadets ice the puck. And a face-off will come back in the St. Thomas zone. 6:15 to go in the game. 7-0 Cadets. Cadets play it back through neutral ice. Hallam racing to get to it as Olsen able to chip it away from him. Wright able to hold the zone as the centering feed for Cronin was just out of his reach. Fire back out to neutral ice, banked off the far side boards. Hallam carries it back in. Hallam trying to center for Wright as it's kicked around, back through the slot. Strand for the Fire. Strand will push one wide of the net up into the far side corner. Strand will end up with it behind the net as he tries to center, but it's taken away by the Cadets there. Trying to get it on the stick of Wright. Good job by Lindbergh to stay in front of him as it comes back to Tackany at the red line. Tackany flips it in deep. Played off toward the far side. It's Sneaks back into the neutral zone where the Cadets will reset as we hit the 5-minute to play mark of the third period. Right on the near side, will flip it in deep to the Fire zone. Rings the net up toward the far side. Slowly works its way down to Lund on the near side. Lund will play it back up toward Hall on the far side. It's Johansson for the Cadets. Johansson with a shot saved by Olsen. Up toward the far side. The Cadets will play it back around toward the near side. Johansson with a shot tipped in front of the net. Back into the neutral zone. Johansson back with it there. Brower back into the offensive zone with a Graham. Brower with a shot glove save. Olsen, he'll hold on with 4:05 to go in the game. Tough opener for the Fire. As we talked about, it's not going to get a whole lot easier in the early going. Fire returning a lot of key pieces from last year. Expecting to build on the 12-13 mark that they had a year ago. The addition of Olsen coming over from Benilde St. Margaret's. Didn't get a lot of playing time behind Carson Limesam, the 4-year starter as of this year for the Red Knights. But looked really good in the limited action that he did get when he was with Benilde St. Margaret's. 6-0 with a 1.85 goals against in the playing time he did get when he was with the Red Knights. But a penalty here against St. Thomas, as Nagel will head into the penalty box. Roloff's back in the neutral zone off the face-off. It's McPartlin to play it ahead. Statton in the near corner. Statton will bring it around toward the far side, and it's a back in the neutral zone. Hallam gets to it first. Hallam with right. Hallam centers it for right, and a great save by Olsen. Great goaltending, great defense to use the body to make that a difficult choice for Hallam. Shot saved by Lardy as he pokes it off toward the far side corner. Lewin, he'll lose it. Hallam in all alone. Hallam, another great save by Olsen sliding over to make the stop. 1 minute to go in the power play. 2 minutes to go in the game. So back with Hallam. Hallam chips it off toward the far side, and Williams will send it in deep to the Fire zone. Olsen will play it around toward the near side. Blood gets it off for Strand. It's taken away by Graham. Graham, who has a pair of goals in the game, had the first and the most recent as well. As Graham and Nagel teamed up on a 2-on-0 breakaway shorthanded. Roloffs comes in offside. The power play will expire. Come down to a minute to go in the game. Well, the Cadets came in today and they showed why so many believe they're a top tournament threat. It's 2 games in, they've put 12 goals on the board. Scored 5 against Hastings. Today they really cleaned up some of the defensive issues that took place in that game on Thursday night. Got some great goaltending from Lardy, who was 30 seconds away from a shutout. Cadets in 3AA, widely expected to be the heavy favorite in that section. 10 seconds to go in the game. So Hansen chases it down back in his own zone. Goes back into the near side corner. And the game comes to an end. Cadets win it by a score of 7-0. The Fire with a tough loss today. They'll look to rebound on Tuesday night at Orono. They'll be back here Thursday night to take on Hastings. We talked about no easy ones in the early going for the Fire. Like on perennial 1A power Orono. And then Hastings, it was so close to a tournament appearance a year ago. Though for Al and Matt, this has been Patrick Lulia. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Cadets win it 7-0 over Holy Family. We will catch you soon from an arena near you.